It is so easy for a single believer to get caught up in the world's way of doing this, but if you want something that will last forever, you can always follow God's way. Number 1. Present yourself in a godly manner. They tell you in almost every relationship site that you find yourself that to attract someone and make them want you more is for you to dress seductively, flirt with them using your body and your words. Both men and women have all learned the art of seduction, all because they want a person to be drawn to them like a magnet. Which is good. I know you want that, but the truth is it's never going to last like the way you want it. I know you want something that will last forever, and that is why you can't afford to go through the worldly way. Beloved, I know you look at your environment and it seems those doing it the worldly way are getting it faster and making the person wants them more without stress, and it's making you want to try their way, but you have doubts, which is a good thing. Let me clear it for you. Yes, it's easier and faster, but they will never tell you what they are facing when they finally got what they wanted. They face a lot in the hands of that person that was formerly drawn to them, but when he or she has seen everything, they could present their true colors emerge. The Bible speaks in the book of Proverbs chapter 31 verse 30, says, "Charm and grace are deceptive, and beauty is vain, because it is not lasting. But a woman who reverently and worshipfully fears the Lord, she shall be praised." Whether you are a man or a woman, the truth remains that charm and grace are deceptive, and beauty is vain. It will never last. Beauty fades. It will always get to the point when they see the real you and might not like it. Present yourself in a godly manner, and a person who fears the Lord will see and appreciate you. They will be drawn to you because they also know the Lord. When a relationship is built on beauty and seduction, it is bound to crash. But when a person begins a relationship with you because they admire and appreciate the real you, trust me, you will have a solid foundation that cannot be shaken because of physical change. If you want a person to want you more, then present yourself well and in a godly manner. The first impression does count, and how you present yourself will speak volumes for you. Modesty is key. Don't try the world's standards for making he or she want you more. It will not last. Number 2. Love God with all your heart. I know you might be wondering what loving God has to do with making a person want you more. Don't worry, I will let you know. The book of Matthew chapter 22 verse 37 says, "And he replied to him, 'You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind,' or intellect." The first commandments that we have been given are to love the Lord with all our hearts and mind, doing everything for His sake, and simply enjoying being in His presence. Then it is out of that love that we can love another person wholeheartedly. Remember that our goal as a single believer is to draw a person who is godly too, and build a relationship with him. Now, the best way you can make a godly person wants you more is by loving God with all your heart. When he or she sees the way you love God and how you enjoy your relationship with Him, there's no way they will not want you. A person who loves God will also want someone who loves God, and that is because it's going to be easier serving God and fulfilling your purpose together. Beloved, there is absolutely no way that a person who loves the Lord will not want you more when he sees the beauty of the relationship that you share with the Father. Although you want a person to want you more, it should not be that the sole aim of why you love God should be because you want to make them drawn to you. Be able to love God genuinely first without wanting to draw someone close to you, and He automatically makes the person want you more. You don't want to end up looking like a hypocrite. When you have established that relationship with God, you don't need to feel as though you are making a fool of yourself or being a hypocrite when you outwardly express the love for the Father, but you can be sure that by expressing this feeling outwardly, you are, first of all, doing something natural and loved by God. Any godly person who is made aware of your love for God will see the beauty of your relationship and will want you more. Number 3. Be the person you want a person to believe you are. The Bible, speaking in Matthew chapter 6, verse 1, says, "Take care not to do your good deeds publicly or before men, to be seen by them. Otherwise you will have no reward reserved for and awaiting you with and from your Father who is in heaven." The truth is, a godly person will see right through you when you are faking the relationship that you have with God. The person will see right through the act you are putting up to make him or her want you more. So instead of faking it, why not be the person you want him or her to believe that you are? When you are practicing good deeds only when people are around, or only when the person you want to be drawn to you, then you have missed it, and that person will never be able to see the value in that. A person you want to be drawn to, you will be watching you closely, and trust me, they will see it when it's not real. They say it's easy to attract a person you want if you also become that version. Like always attracts like. You want them to want you more, to be the real version of the person you want, and they will spot you. You don't need to pretend to be something you are not to make them want you. At some point, you are going to get tired of being something you are not, and your true image will be revealed. How sure are you that they will want the real you? Note that you don't have to become their version and stop being yourself to make them want you. All you simply need to do is look at their life and observe the things you like about them. If you like it, you can adapt to that change, but you still have to be the real you within. Don't pretend to be something you are not just so you can make a person want you more. Rather, become the person you want him or her to believe that you are, and in the end, they will want you more because you are genuine. Number 4. Be positive and friendly. Almost everyone is attracted to someone who is friendly and who stays positive at all times. We want someone who will not be scared of talking to or scared to share our problems with. We also want someone who will help us hold onto God and have hope that things will get better whenever life seems difficult. A person will want you more if you can become this person. Everyone needs light whenever darkness seems to want to take over. He or she will come running to you. It is always better to have a smile ready at all times to give to someone who needs to be reminded that God is good. A smile alone can brighten someone's day. People are attracted to those who smile. No one wants to approach someone who looks miserable. Everyone already has their problems, and they don't want to add to it. Smile more often, stay positive, and being friendly is the best way to make a person want you more in a godly way without doing anything outside the will of God. When you also cultivate the habit of being caring, it will also make the person want you more. No matter how strong a person appears, they need someone who will be able to care for them at times that they need the care. Care for people around you without expecting anything in return. Care for them because you want to show them that Christ loves them, and you will see that the person you want will begin to want you more. At times, you might feel that God's way is slow, but I want you to have it in your mind that His ways are the best way, without regret and without giving something out to get something back. When you follow God's ways, you can always get the person and not just a manipulated copy. Nothing good comes easy. If you want the person to want you more, begin to do all these things and watch the Lord do wonders for you. Stay blessed.